up, guys? Peter Von Panda here. I bought myself another case from Totallee. Totally in love with Totallee. You know, they're kind of like the peel cases. This one is the Thinnest. This is the scarf in gray, and I thought I would show this to you because, you know, I've used some of the other Totallee cases, which I just love, and I love the scarf version, which tend to be, you know, these really, really thin cases, you know, kind of like the plastic that you use to make blister packs out of. And so they're super cool because they absolutely hug the iPhone, so they add almost like no thickness to it. In a lot of ways they are like vinyl wraps, which I used to use a lot, but they are more rigid and molded to cover the whole thing, as opposed to usually leaving a lot of the compound curves, like the corners exposed. A little bit of a ridge right here where the dual camera sticks out from the iPhone 7 Plus. We've got a couple of cutouts there, a couple of cutouts for the volume and the mute switch, one cutout here for the power button, and then cutouts here on the bottom for the speakers, microphone, and lightning port. So, and then it's completely covered on the top. And here, it is so easy to install these things. They are a tight fit, so sometimes you got to press it a little bit, but they are so easy to install. There we go. Look at that. And the precision cut is just amazing, right? Power button right there, easy to hit. That power button ends up being basically flush with the case, because the case is maybe like a millimeter thick or something. I just love how flush it is with the housing around the camera there, as you can see. And then it's perfect around the microphone and the lens. Cutouts here, perfect around the volume rockers, and then also on the bottom. And you saw how quickly I did that. I did it on camera, obviously, but they're so much easier to install than a vinyl wrap. Honestly, with the technology like this in these skins, I don't actually know how vinyl wraps stay in business in some ways. Anyway, so the cool thing about this one is this one's called the gray. As you can see, it's translucent. I can still see my stock Apple logo through it, so it allows a little light to shine through. I love the fact that it's kind of got this matte finish, so my fingerprints don't, you know, show up like they did on my jet black one. Although that was nice. I mean, it just is kind of a good look, but this allows you to have a little oily finger or dirty fingers. It doesn't show up like that. It provides a little bit of grippiness, you know, maybe no more so than the sandblasted aluminum finish of the iPhone itself, but you know, and it doesn't add any kind of really noticeable extra weight. It curves up here, so it doesn't provide, and it ends right at the metal, so it doesn't provide any screen protection, because the screen still hovers above the plastic, so keep that in mind. But, you know, for $20-something, I think these Totallee cases, especially in the scarf line, are just fantastic. So check it out. A slim and minimal iPhone case. I really love them. Peter Von Panda, out.